Hey there, welcome back to my humble workstation, and today we're going to be assembling a dinosaur. And this is a 3D print off of Etsy, so here's the body of the dino. Let's go ahead and just sort of dry fit all these components here. Here's the head. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Yeah, I'm really excited how this is going to turn out. Yep, there you go. So that dry fits on okay. I'm going to put the head on last though. I think what I'm going to do first is, let me think here. I'm just going to put on the back pieces, and there's two of them, and it's a bunch of barrels and stuff like that. So let me just see if I can dry fit this first. Here you go. There's the left-hand side. I need to raise this up just a tad. Here we go. Yep, and yes, my station's actually not really very messy. So I'm going to dry fit, make sure it goes okay. We're going to have to use a lot of green stuff on here. I'm not going to show you the green stuff parts. I'm just going to give you a little bit of a tutorial on how to, fit together larger pieces. Here we go. There we go. So it's like a pack animal type. So yeah, everything fits okay. However, I noticed that like the contact points here, they aren't consistent. So like some parts hit it and some parts don't. Like there's a little hollow area. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my best estimate and put on a lot of super glue. So hold on, I'm just going to dry fit this and be ready to put it on the way that it goes. So basically you got to put glue on one side and catalyst on another. So I'm going to go ahead and just put on my glue. Hold on a second. Yep, that's right. Not going to do the middle part just yet. Okay, I got it. I know how to do this now. So I put my glue all around the edge. I don't go all the way to the edge because as I press it together, that glue is going to push out a little bit, and you definitely don't want the glue to push out beyond the edges. So there you go. Well, you can't really see it very well, but see, there you go. That's the glue that I put on. And I'm going to use my catalyst. So I shake my little container to get some catalyst on the tip part of the applicator, and I just put some on. Some people like to actually spray it on. I don't. I like the control of just hitting certain parts with the tip of the applicator. So I go ahead and as quick as I can, I put that on as snug as I can, and there you go. So that sticks together now. Ta-da! Oh, I hope it does. What you can do is you can do fortifying, which is you go along the edges where there's a little crack and you just bleed in the super glue in there. And that can fill the cracks to some extent, but I'm going to use a grinding tool and green stuff to fill in these cracks. They really could have sculpted this better and made the cracks go along with the natural features of the model. And quite frankly, right now, I do not know. Hold on, I don't know which pieces are extra or like supports. I think those are. All right, anyway. All right, and then I just repeat that on the other side. I go ahead and put glue all along. You know what? I'm not in the center of the frame. I'm sorry, guys. This is not great. So I put some glue in here. And then I put catalyst on the other side. I'm being careful to hold this so the glue doesn't run down the edges of the model. I'm holding it a bit like a taco. So I just put my catalyst. Now in this catalyst bottle, there's only 1/8 of an inch of catalyst at the bottom. And there you go. Just stick that on as quick as I can. Quick as a lick. Press it together. Hopefully it goes. I'm going to bleed in some catalyst in these deeper areas. Not catalyst, I'm going to bleed in some glue into these deeper areas. Hopefully that'll help make it stick. Not hopefully, it definitely will help make it stick. Yep, that feels good. All right, I think we're good to go. So we got that together. The back piece is on. And now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put the head on last, by the way. So now I'm going to go ahead and put on the feet. Now what I'm going to do, this is really a pro trick, is the feet, once I put them on, the legs might not match up with the base. There might be like little wobbly areas. And what I'm going to do then is just build up the base underneath the feet rather than trying to get the feet to connect to the base. So I'm just going to use that same process again. Well, actually, I should dry fit this. Let me just grab the legs. I'll put the head and the tail on last. So here's my legs. Oh yeah, it's a good thing I'm dry fitting these. Which one goes to which area? Oh, here's the back leg. Alright, I see how that works. So I'm going to put on my glue. Again, I'm staying about 1/8 of an inch away from the edges. And other than that, I'm actually putting on quite a bit. I put my catalyst onto the leg like this. So I got a little bit of catalyst there. And I'm going to stick the leg on. Hopefully right the first time. Oh no. Yep, I did a good job. But there is a little bit of a line there. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on, there we go. So I'm going to have to fill that in with green stuff. And that's going to be a really time-consuming process. Like, to glue all this together and then to do the green stuff is going to take a lot longer. That's what I'm saying. All right, so which one goes on which? Well, there you go. That one definitely goes there. So, same process. Glue. Putting on quite a bit, actually. More glue is not necessarily better, though, but in this case, there's a lot of surface area, and as soon as I touch it, it's going to glue instantaneously. So I gotta get it lined up. Oh no! Oh, that left. Is that slightly off? No, it's okay. It's right. That's probably as good as it could have got there. So here we go. Another leg going on. Put some glue on. Let me show you how much I'm doing. I have 2 different light sources, so it's not really helping. Let's see if it'll refocus on that. There you go. It's about how much glue goes on there. All right, and then I get my leg set up there. Put a little bit of catalyst on. Not much is needed. Uh-oh, I should have dry fit this first, but I'm feeling very confident at this point. So I'm just gonna stick it on. Whoops. Come on, be good to me now. Okay, and that fit on there perfectly. Ha, because I'm a master apparently. Alright, now in some cases you can just take glue and you can just fill in the crack with glue and then catalyze it and it'll just form a seal, a natural looking seal. But in this case, that will definitely not work. So now that these legs are on good, they are resisting a little bit of pressure there. Well, that's the one that was intrinsic. Like it was already sculpted on there. So now I'm gonna just dry fit my guy on. I'm gonna try and figure out which way he goes. Well, that's weird. Well, that's really weird. Is this here? Huh, there's like a little footprint, but it's not right. Well, he has 3 feet in contact. Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay. Uh-oh. One of the pieces of cork I put on is exactly under his foot. Yeah, and I gotta tell you, I really do not like how this is sitting on here. So I'm gonna move him forward just a little bit. Yeah, that actually seems way better. Okay, look at this. Alright, this is lame. My lighting is wrong. Yeah, it's really, well, alright, well, this is what it is, I guess. Just for this one. Alright, so look at the base underneath this model. So this is where the footprints are. Now note that the head has to go on. The head goes on up here. So it's like, it's not even. So I'm going to move him forward about 1 inch. And I feel that actually centers the mass of the model a little bit better. You'll see when I do here you go, here's a side view. I think that centers it a little bit better. Yep, that's going to work. And the tail and the head definitely just straight up go over the edge. So it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to go ahead and just try and get him to stick at all. So I look at where my contact points are. There's one on this back leg, and there's one on, and there's one on the front left leg. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a lot of glue on those, on the lowest areas where I think they're contacting. And then I'm just going to take a wild guess and put some catalyst here. Tiny little dots of it is all. Okay, that feels right. Yeah, this is good. I really, oh no, the head tilts to one side. Hold on, let me just dry fit this head on here. Nope, that works. It will go to one side just a little bit, but it'll be balanced on the net. Okay, so my objective here was to get it to stay at all. And just to get a few guide points. Did it stay? Yeah. Oh, nope, it didn't. Alright, so what I'm going to do, so this is step 2. I got it on there. I'm going to go in, and you won't be able to see what I'm doing, but I'll just have to describe it. I'm going to, from the side, I'm going to put some super glue under there, under the foot, and then catalyze it. And I'm doing it on the underside, on the interior, because that's an area that you won't see as well. And then I'm going to do it on this other side as well. Oh, mother. That did not work. All right. Trust me, guys. This is going to work. It's going to be wonderful. And this technique does work. So I'm going to, nope, I don't want that angle. I'm going to go on the interior underneath, and I'm just going to bleed in some super glue from the side. I'm injecting it under there. And then I'm going to take some catalyst, and I'm going to catalyze that wad of super glue. And I'm just trying to get it to stick at all on it. Okay, I think I got it. See? There you go. And then I'm going to reinforce this other side. Put some glue underneath. And somehow the surface tension just sucks it under there. Get some catalyst in there. I might have to blow it in. And you got to be careful when you do that, because if you put in a lot of super glue, it actually blow out the other side onto your hand. And that's not good. Yep, see? This one is coming out on the other side. So I need to get a little bit of a paper towel and just sop that up. And remember that this paper towel has a little bit of glue on it, because you do not want it to mess up your other equipment. All right, cool. That makes me very happy. But that, guys, that is not enough. We're going to need to make some cement. So I'm going to grab my sand, patented BTP sand, which we made like 200 pounds of it, which will last 12 years. And you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but under that right front foot, there's a gap. And you know what? That gap is actually okay there. I'm going to try and make this dino stick on just the 2 legs. Or do I? Tough call. Nope, I don't. Well, oh, that's a tough call. There is a little rock under there, so I'm going to go ahead and just bleed some glue in that. I don't know why my throat is so dry today. And I'm going to put some sand on top of that glue, and that will form cement. And I'm going to do that same process with the cement underneath the other 2 feet, the feet that are critical. So there's a gap there. I'm going to put super glue in, and then get the sand on it. Whoops. And that will make cement, and that will not ever go, like it will stick there. And when you paint it, it'll just look like there's, is any coming out? Because I let it touch the catalyst. Yep, it's coming out. There you go. I got some glue. So underneath that gap, I put some glue under there, and then I'm going to put some of this sand on there. And that will, yeah, oh yeah, it did. Yeah, that is not coming off. Oh, no, now I blew it out the other side and it went on my finger. The exact same thing that I said not to do. So I'll just clean it up, brush off the little bit of sand that's stuck there, because when I was putting the glue in, it just ran out the other side. So now I have it on my hands. Not great, but also not too bad either, because I definitely have a lot of super glue / sand cement on the bottom. That is good. Guys, this is really sticking. Yeah, it does jiggle under that front foot, and because that super glue did not catalyze. There's a gap, but there's also a tiny little rock under there that's providing a contact point, but it's not, the glue isn't sticking. So I'm just going to stick catalyst in there, which is working. And now that foot is stuck on there. Good, and it looks like there's a tiny little gap, which will give the model a little bit more of a dynamic feel to it. So now I don't need the sand anymore. I'm going to dump it off of the pallet into the main container of sand, set that aside. And now I'm going to stick on the head and the tail, which will be exactly the same process. There is a guy that goes with this model. He's like a shepherd type. He's leading him. But I do not like this. It's the wrong scale. And I'm just going to leave him off of there and not do it. Because just the dinosaur is good with me. Because I like ogres and cat people and stuff to be the thing for this. Okay, here we go. Yep, that fit just perfect. Haha! After a while, you just get good at it. There is, however, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a giant gap right there. And I'm going to have to putty that in like a fiend. Here we go. It's funny, people 50 years from now will be watching this, and they'll be like, that's offensive to devils. The devil people. And I'll be like, I'll be dead, so I won't care. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to do it like a fiend. All right, some catalyst on there. And I just put it on here and there. I don't know if you can see it underneath there. A little bit of catalyst. And now I'm going to stick that head on, hopefully fast enough that it will go on correctly. Yep, it just went on right the first time. I am going to reinforce that, though, because that is a very big head. And there you go, guys. Check it out, guys. Here, let me just turn this up a little bit. Maybe the light won't be so bad. There's our dino. Look at that. Roar, roar. Our dino. And that old technique where you just find a little gap there in a place that's not so obvious, and you stick some super glue. And I don't know how or why, but the surface tension tends to slurp it into the interior. And I'm just going to let that cure naturally. And I think we're good to go. This is a very attractive model, guys. Look how cool that dino head is. Yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah, my light down here was just too bright. I literally could have just had that off. Yeah, check that out. Yeah, that light, giant bright light, that was not helping at all. So, all right, well, I'm a little embarrassed now, but oh well, nothing for it now. I did what I did. I'm going to grab a pair of clippers and start clipping off oddball pieces. What are those called? Support struts for 3D prints. What are those called? There's a name for it. Pre-supported. I think it is called just supports. So that is really cool. All right, well, guys, we just finished several projects this week. I think 3 or 4. So that's left some slots open. And let me tell you, it would be really marvelous to get a few new things on the docket, and I would be most grateful and appreciative. What else? Also, on my web store, Blue Table Store, I have what I call it luxury items or strange items. Hold on, I just need to make sure I'm telling you the right thing. bluetablestore.com, and we are. Hold on, it's there. Where is it? Luxury and unusual items. There you go. So I do have some interesting things there, and so I am ready to go. All right, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you got your inspiration for the day. BR.